What happened to Sophia? It's a modern tragedy, a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the digital world. A chilling warning for anyone seeking love and connection online. A cautionary tale woven with deceit and heartbreak. She lost £240,000, a devastating financial blow, all to a scammer who called himself Aaron, a phantom figure lurking behind a fabricated identity. But the real loss was far greater. Her trust, her sense of security, and her belief in the goodness of others. The emotional scars run deep. Sophia was meticulously targeted, chosen as the perfect victim, systematically manipulated, her emotions played like a finely tuned instrument, and ultimately emotionally destroyed, left to pick up the pieces of a shattered life, all by someone hiding behind a screen, shielded by anonymity and fueled by malice. This isn't just about money. Though the financial devastation is significant, it's about the calculated destruction of a person's faith in others, the erosion of their ability to trust and love again. The scam began innocently enough on a dating site in 2019, a place where people go to find companionship. It started with a charming profile, a carefully constructed facade, and carefully crafted lies, each one designed to build a false sense of connection and security. Aaron played the long game, patiently weaving his web of deceit, building a persona designed to be irresistible, a perfect match tailored to Sophia's desires and vulnerabilities. This was a targeted attack, not a random act of chance. It's part of an epidemic of fraud thriving in the shadows of the internet, where predators roam freely. These scammers are masters of psychological manipulation, experts at exploiting human emotions, exploiting vulnerability, preying on loneliness and manipulating trust. Building fantasies so compelling that victims will do anything to keep them alive, clinging to a false hope, even as their lives crumble around them. Sophia's story is not about foolishness or naivety. It's about predatory exploitation, a calculated act of cruelty, a crime we must expose, understand, and ultimately stop. The relationship began with relentless affection, a constant stream of digital adoration. It was a whirlwind of messages, carefully crafted compliments designed to flatter, and promises of a perfect future together, painting a vivid picture of what could be. Aaron made Sophia feel special, singling her out from the crowd. She felt seen, truly understood, and deeply cherished, as if he knew her better than anyone else ever had. He was attentive, always remembering and using details from their conversations to deepen the illusion of intimacy and connection. He shared elaborate stories of his supposed life as a successful engineer, working on important projects. This persona was complete with stolen photos, carefully curated to project an image of trustworthiness and a believable backstory that seemed to check all the boxes. The communication was constant, a relentless barrage of texts and calls. This constant back and forth made the relationship feel incredibly real, immediate, and intensely personal, even though it existed only in the digital realm. This constant contact, while seemingly affectionate, subtly isolated Sophia from her friends and family, creating a bubble around her. This isolation pulled her deeper and deeper into his carefully constructed web of deceit, making it harder for her to see the truth. Aaron shared what appeared to be genuine vulnerabilities, opening up about fictional struggles and insecurities. This encouraged Sophia to reciprocate, to open up about her own life and feelings, fostering a false sense of intimacy and trust, making her believe he was someone she could confide in completely. He wasn't just building a romantic connection. He was strategically laying the groundwork for control. He was carefully creating a dependency, making her reliant on his attention and validation. Every interaction, every message was meticulously designed to make Sophia feel uniquely essential to his happiness and well-being, as if she were the only one who could understand him. By skillfully appearing vulnerable and in need of her support, he expertly manipulated her into lowering her guard, making her more susceptible to his lies and manipulations. The bond he so carefully forged was, in reality, a meticulously crafted trap designed to ensnare her. It was a foundation built entirely on lies, deceit, and calculated emotional manipulation, with devastating consequences to come. Once trust was firmly established, a foundation built on shared dreams and whispered promises, the financial requests began, seemingly innocent at first, veiled as temporary assistance between loving partners. Small at first, almost negligible, then escalating, growing bolder with each request, the sums increasing exponentially. Each request came with an urgent emotional story, carefully crafted narratives designed to tug at her heartstrings. A broken machine stranding him far from home, a medical emergency threatening the life of a loved one, a customs fee holding up a vital shipment that would secure their future. Sophia was cast as the hero, the only one he could turn to in his hour of need, the only one who could save their future together, their dreams hanging in the balance. Aaron used emotional blackmail, a subtle yet powerful weapon in his arsenal. If she hesitated, even for a moment, he accused her of not loving or trusting him, planting seeds of doubt and guilt. This shut down her critical thinking, clouding her judgment with fear and anxiety. It made her focus solely on fixing the relationship, on proving her love instead of questioning the legitimacy of the money requests. The crises were constant, a relentless barrage of emergencies, keeping Sophia off balance and emotionally overwhelmed, unable to think clearly. She operated on emotion, driven by a desperate need to alleviate his suffering, reacting to each new emergency with a sense of urgency and panic. Aaron ensured she never had the mental space, the clarity, to step back and see the bigger picture, the intricate web of deceit he was weaving. The manipulation was relentless, a constant drip, drip, drip of emotional pressure, always keeping her one step away from the truth, just out of reach of the devastating reality. As months passed, Sophia became fully invested, emotionally and financially. Every pound sent felt like an investment in their future together. The requests grew, hundreds became thousands, then tens of thousands. Aaron's excuses became more elaborate. Frozen accounts, corrupt officials, urgent equipment. Each payment was framed as the last hurdle before they could finally be together. Sophia liquidated savings, took out loans and borrowed from family, all under his spell. Admitting she was scammed meant admitting the relationship was a lie, an unbearable truth. It was easier to believe in the fantasy and keep paying. In the end, Sophia lost £240,000. Her life savings, her future, and her sense of security. The scammer stole more than money, he stole her hope. The illusion collapsed when Aaron failed to arrive. As promised, his phone went silent and the messages stopped. Doubts Sophia had ignored now screamed for attention. She reviewed their conversations, seeing the lies and inconsistencies. A reverse image search revealed the truth: the man she loved didn't exist. The aftermath was devastating: shock, shame, and profound grief. The emotional betrayal cut deeper than the financial loss. Sophia felt isolated, unable to tell friends or family what had happened. But she found resolve. She gathered evidence and reported the crime to the police and actioned fraud. It was painful and humiliating, but necessary. Sophia's tragedy became a warning for others. Her courage turned personal loss into public awareness. Sophia did everything right. She reported the crime, provided evidence, and trusted the authorities. The result? Silence. The scammer remains free, the money gone. International scams are hard to investigate. Criminals hide behind borders and technology. Local police lack resources and jurisdiction to pursue these cases. The system hasn't kept pace with the criminals, leaving victims abandoned. Scammers operate with near total impunity, emboldened by the low risk of being caught. For victims, the lack of justice is a second betrayal. Until the system improves, personal vigilance is the only real defense. How do you protect yourself? Be your own first line of defense. Always verify. Insist on a live video call early. No excuses. Never send money to someone you've only met online, no matter how convincing their story. If they ask for money, it's a scam. End it immediately. Beware of relationships that move too fast or seem too perfect. Scammers use love bombing to hook you quickly. Genuine relationships take time to build. Talk to friends and family about new online connections. Stay skeptical. Guard your heart and finances. Sophia's story is a warning. Don't let your search for love blind you to danger. Your safety must always come first.